chillin' with my kids need new nights. Things ain't going right, me and my girl, we do fight. Bills is due and they just not paid off. I just got laid off, stress can knock days off. And I'm hoping I can win this race. Going through ups and downs like interest rates. Use my brain and my urban tactics to make me and money come together like merging traffic. No jobs, I tried local searches and I won't settle for no social service, cause I don't deserve it, you can't tell? Wait, let me stop, I know food stamps help, but I need shopping sprees like Blue Cantrell. I got problems that you can't help, and if you can't tell, well, I would like to be listen, my G. Everything ain't alright with me when it all goes down.
Hatred in my heart and I don't know why. Relapsing and collapsing, given a choice to die, I chose to survive. Money, my mind is interrupted. I pretend to recall the subject, and I'm thrashing and lashing in all directions when I slumber. But today is a glorious day for this. Another day in the trench, just facing all of it again. Forgiving the ones that fall by the wayside. This time around is hard. I was at my darkest low, I looked around, it was gone. Now I celebrate a life of solitude with my God. Lately it's been a love and hate relationship by the minute. An uncontrolled duality can get you lost in a minute. There's many hells that you can visit, I promise, homie, I lived it. And Satan is a coward, a liar in every sentence. Cause when I see my dad's picture, I know that he's living. And a man is just a man in the presence of a God, with the world inside his hands and his heart. Your life is a song.
Goes down.
Be my strength, give me courage to hold the line with
Lord,
the general.
this is your world. Did you create pain? Did you bring about starvation? Did you make it rain? Are you the reason why people struggle? Why life is so hard in the streets? Why minorities hustle? The cause of infants dying, shedding innocent blood. Show us a world so cruel. Tell us to use love. I used to think it was cool. Running with us, God, I'm struggling. Searching for peace, yearning for love.
And though my heart is heavy, my will and faith are immaculate. I've mastered the tactics of all these spiritual Draculas. Of course the storm is what I've been born for, and the karma suited best for them. Forget my blind passions, never my love for sin. Never defeated by these killers of men. Better off the roads inside the unholy place. I'll be damned if I surrender when the sky falls and the shots ring off. Let the sufferings of your people pay tribute to you, God. They ask me how I'm doing, I say not well. To tell you the truth, it's like I'm living in hell.
I'm telling the devil my soul's not for sale. Lord, give me light to see. Everything ain't alright with me.
Ask me how I'm doing, I tell you not well. To tell you the truth, it's like I'm living in hell.
I'm telling the devil my soul's not for sale. Lord, give me light to see, cause everything ain't alright with me.
They ask me how I'm doing, I say not well. To tell you the truth, it's like I'm living in hell.
I'm telling the devil my soul's not for sale. Lord, give me light to see, cause everything ain't alright with me.
Ask me how I'm doing, I tell you not well. To tell you the truth, it's like I'm living in hell.
I'm telling the devil my soul's not for sale. Lord, give me light to see, cause everything ain't alright with me. When it all goes down,
Be my strength, give me courage to hold the line with the general.
As the ebb and flow of life plays itself out, we find ourselves being choked, even strangled, drowning in the midst of chaos, leaving us with questions, and oftentimes these questions leave us seasick. But storms come, waves crash, and turn our lives upside down. We find ourselves boxed in this thing called life, drowning, and we find ourselves just like the apostles, crying out in fear. But in those moments when all we have to do is look up, in those moments when we find ourselves needing and wanting, we can see out in this midst of this thing called life, in the midst of the storm, we can see our Lord moving across the wave, beckoning each one of us to get out of the boat. And what do? Do we stay and be consumed by our own fears, by life's fears? Or do we focus on the very voice that's going to get us through this storm, who tells us to have no fear? We have a choice to be trapped in this storm of life, to be trapped in this thing that we consider hell, to be trapped in what the culture tells us. Or do we focus on our Lord's voice, who tells us to get out of the boat, contrary to what everything that we've been taught, contrary to the way that we believe, to step out of the boat, to focus on Him. And even though we may be sinking, even though it feels like we've lost ourselves, that hand, if we focus, will reach down and pick us up and pull us each through, because that hand is the creator of the universe, beckoning each one of us, giving us the strength. Even though we don't have it in and of ourselves, He grants us that strength. He gives us Himself. All we have to do is accept it. So the question sisters will